Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with another reset of End State Matrix. And this time, it's going to be focused on, well, what's in Cycle 2. Because as you can see over here, we've got the same sort of like intro screen for this event, but there's been, I think, a change in pretty much all of the bosses, as well as some of the stage effects. So we're going to be going through what's new in this version of WuWa's hardest endgame mode and kind of like go from there. All right, so starting off, we see some of the past records that we had over here. Ooh, Hotoki was doing some work. Brother had, yep, I'm on a C person's account, by the way. Yeah, they got like 103k points, so a bit of a flex over here. Yeah, I bet none of y'all are getting shit like that. Anyways, let's see what else we got going on. Okay, we know all about that. Let's see the enemy overview first. All right, so we got the Nameless Explorer over here. This guy's kind of annoying. Okay. Then the Thundering Mephis, then the Reactor Husk, and then Scar. Oh, he's got double resistances. Oh, that's not very good. So, looks like Arrow Resistance, Electro, then Fusion, then Spectro, and Havoc. I think we know who you're supposed to use. You see any Glacial? You can see any Glacial Resistance over here? Nah, you don't, do you, buddy? Anyways, let's check out some of the other buffs that are going to be available. So basically in Singularity Expansion, you can see over here, every single enemy has this whole crisis response thing where you're immune to interruption and damage, but there are some special buffs that the enemies get as well. So let's see over here. When he's under Toon Strain at all, he takes increased vibration strength damage, so this is kind of meant to be the guy that Luuk takes on. However, it doesn't look like there's any damage buffs when it comes to dealing damage to him, just vibration strength. So, yeah, that doesn't seem too crazy. And when he's not under Toon Strained, his attack is increased by 50%. This is in round 2. But then that's negated when he takes Toon Break damage. Okay, just dodge him. Thundering Mephis. Vibration strength reduction is reduced by 10%. And when he's hit by a counterattack, it builds up his off-tune level. Okay, so you want to parry him as well, and when you Toon Break him, the vibration strength reduction it takes is increased by 30%. That's pretty good. That's good for Mornier, I would suppose. You might want to save Mornier for this guy. And then attack increasing. Yeah, immobilizing it clears all the stacks. So yeah, no damage buffs over here. It's basically just attack buffs for the enemies. Now we got Reactor Husk. His attack is increased by 20%, and when he takes negative status damage, his attack is decreased. Oh, okay, and then he's just got more damage too. All right, so, again, I don't really see too much of an issue with these buffs. It's kind of just like, hey, the enemies are going to deal more damage unless you use certain types of characters. And for Scar, when Scar hits a target, they lose 3% of their max HP. Can't reduce it to 0. And when the Resonator's HP is full, their vibration strength reduction rate is increased. And Fusion Burst damage taken by Scar is increased by 100%. Ooh, that's crazy. That's a little bit interesting for sure. So we have our first shield enemy buff over here, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the first one that we see in an End State Matrix where an enemy takes more damage from, well, something that only certain characters have in the game. We'll have to see just how much HP Scar feels like he has. Has his HP been increased, or does he take less damage at a baseline? And then Fusion Burst teams are going to be able to level that gap, or are they just scoring higher against him? If it's kind of just like they're scoring higher against him, I don't think that that's that big of a deal. As long as it feels like he's still dying at a reasonable rate, and then the other teams are just scoring higher. But if it feels like other endgame modes in other gachas where he feels like he's dying way too slowly unless you use Fusion Burst, then I think it'll be a bit of an issue. So we'll just have to see how this one plays out. And then the Mimic, yeah, bro, just take damage from everybody. So that's what the enemies are looking like this reset. Let's take a look at some of like the cycle missions. Okay. First one is defeat the Matrix Mimic once. That's easy. Defeat 8 enemies. That one's easy. And have 2 teams that defeat 2 enemies after round 2. That one's a little bit hard. You kind of need to either be very good or do some big whaling. Defeat 5 enemies with a single team. Reach 4,000 points with 10 teams. and deal 7 million fusion burst or glacial chafe damage to enemies in a single battle. Ooh, yeah, you might need your S6-Hiyuki or your S6-Aemeath or Denya for this one, brother. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, 7 million is quite a fucking bit. So, yeah, interesting stage rewards, or cycle missions as well. That's, yeah, I don't know if chafe is even possible at this point. Stage rewards, though. Everything is looking kind of the same as the last reset. Yeah, just reach a certain number of points and then try to get 5k with, well, 4 teams for the max asteroid rewards. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, so nothing too wild off the bat. I am more so interested in how Scar feels as a fight, though. So anyways, let's just go ahead, get it started over here with the first stage. And just see how a Hiyuki team does. Ooh, before we do that, we gotta take a look at some of the buffs. All right, so the first one is enemies take 20% more total damage and just 20% more total liberation damage. So that's pretty cool. That's the most general one, and we are seeing a liberation shield going on here. Negative status. When enemies are inflicted with negative statuses, they take 20% more total damage and 30% more total glacial damage. So this is the Giga Hiyuki shield. And then enemies take 80% more total glacial chafe and fusion burst damage. So a little bit of the Denya shield, but this is mostly Hiyuki. Then echo skills. Total echo skill damage increased by 20, and then havoc is increased by 22 with resonant skill as well. This is clearly the Phrolova focused buff. A lot of Phrolova shielding going on here. However, if you do havoc damage, you get the bonus as well. And then Tune Break. Yeah, okay, so basically when they have Tune ability or Rupture or Strain, then you'll deal more damage. Okay, yeah, no, this just looks like the Tune Rupture and the Tune Chill one. Or sorry, the Tune Strain one. I'm not sure if Aemeath can even do this, though. Is it like... What is Tune ability shifting? Is this only Strain, or does this include Rupture too? Is Aemeath better on this one or that one? Who knows? I guess we'll find out at some point. Anyways, let's just see how a Hiyuki team does in the very first difficulty. We might clear all the bosses with this. There's a chance we might just clear all the bosses with this one. I wouldn't be surprised.
No chance. That center locked. A pivotal moment.
Yeah, the general token is also going to be very good
Flicker into form.
for your Ivans as well. So don't worry too much about that one.
Drive safe. Don't blink. You'll miss the best part. Shake it up.
All right, so I guess it mainly looks like a buff for Luuk.
Need a ride, sweetheart?
You should have run. Keep us up. Let there be snow.
Oh my gosh.
Dissipate. Be gone. Fading gloom. Evanescent morning dew. Vanish.
I only want to use one of the swords. That should finish him off, right? Oh, maybe I should have used more.
To pieces. Nothingness. Deconstructed. Stress points mapped. Structural collapse.
Awkward.
Cutting through the numbers. Special delivery. Goes boom. Go, shake it up.
Well, this isn't really even that bad.
One more. Okay, where's the fire?
Keep us a life as fleeting as the first snow. Swirl. Down you go. Fading gloom.
That's my special Hiyuki combo.
If you can.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
4 wishes spoken. This vessel I offer.
Dismantle. I have been wrapped. Come. Meet your end.
No crit? Yeah, we kind of missed one.
Excised in a breath. Connection severed. Tie a bow and call that my signature. That's all you got? Name your color.
You can trust me. Too late to escape. Keep us on. Take your
All right,
final
this should
dive.
definitely kill the guy here.
Fading green. You've prepared for this, have you not?
What was that? I was 1% ER off. What was
Burn
that?
yourself away.
Oh, we missed the crit too? Oh, then we were not made for success there.
Foot nothingness. Deconstructed.
Bro, that has like a 1% chance of missing.
This ends here. Cutting through the numbers. Stay. Don't blink.
Oh yeah, no, that's not good. Go a game with the other token. It's the first fucking difficulty level, bro. I don't care enough.
Right, sweetheart?
No, dude, we're not even in Singularity expansion yet. We're in Stability Accords, bro. Yeah, no, this is the dog shit one. Look, we're almost already done with it. We're basically almost already done with it. All right, let's we've already used Linnae actually. Shit, that's not good. What is your Aemeath going to use? Yeah, no, that's a question not a lot of people have answered. What is your Aemeath going to use, brother? Lupa Mordier. Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, that's a bit of a situation now that I think about it. That is a bit of a situation. Yeah, good luck using Aemeath and Hiyuki.
What sleeps within bamboo, your life
Might be in some trouble there.
is mine to take. Nothing that won't heal. Interesting.
Yeah, no, Chuyan looks really good to play against this guy.
Slow.
Yeah, no, he looks really good to play against this guy.
Let me.
My move is
Who's
the
my
blade.
friend? Let's cut it. True name? Illuminate. You're gonna remember this.
Did we miss the crit there?
Ordained. In war with
Bro,
time.
am I not at 100% on like every character?
Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
Are you surprised? Honestly, I kind of am. I really didn't think I was gonna miss the crit there.
Fly. Straight to the stars.
Like, I'm pretty sure our crit rate is at 100% too. There, that's the damage it should be dealing. What the fuck is that shit?
Diminish. I engraft you new.
Nothing that won't heal. What sleeps within bamboo.
All right, well that gets us through.
The Shorekeeper. This name suits me well enough.
I didn't even remember that her shit was this good.
I exist because of you.
Damn, they play the music as well? All right, brother. Anyways, that's going to be it for Stability Accords. As you saw over there, that's the giga easy one. We're going to take a bit of a different strategy over here because we got to take a look at the enemy overview. Arrow, Electro. At best, I would say, even on round 1, you're at most going to get through 2 enemies. You shouldn't really think about trying to get through more than that. So why don't we start off with a little bit of like some free-to-play Luuk Herson over here. Homeless Luuk Herson, as they do say, and see if this is something that can get us going. See how he gets the job done over here first. And then I think we're gonna use this Tomb Break enhancement for him. Should be fine. And let me just double check all the details on the builds over here.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Yeah, I'm sure you're
Try to
good.
smile more, you say.
Yeah, okay.
I should
Homeless
try to
Son was
smile
good to go too. Let's see how this one works.
Bask in the sunlight.
Shackles be gone.
Fruit of evolution.
Stay behind me.
Struggling only pains you more.
Bro, I don't think that's ever happened to me before.
Return to silence. My scalpel etches your epitaph. Ash takes form. Split form.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade.
Life is
Okay,
an
here we go.
The fruit of evolution.
Stay behind me.
Pain relief initiated.
Perfect timing on Luke's stuff.
Rise anew.
Oh shit, did not want to do that plunge attack.
Vessels slit. Rot. Resected. Reconstruction. Blink. And agony. I bestow eternal peace. Imbalance ends here. I am the vessel.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death.
Bask in the sunlight.
Here we go.
Fruit of evolution.
Stay behind me.
Struggling with pains you want. Dissection. Entombed in daybreak. My scalpel.
Pretty good timing.
Epitaph. Split form. Imbalance ends here.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
Oh god.
Luminous energy. The fruit of evolution.
Stay behind me.
Immediate procedure. Rise anew. Veins exposed. Blink. And agony. I deliver.
Okay, we got it all off in time.
Merciful death. Imbalance ends here.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone.
Okay, alright.
Bask in the sunlight.
Got the 5k.
Fruit of evolution.
Stay behind
He is on a standard
Relief
weapon too.
initiated. Ash takes form. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's on the standard weapon too. I don't think that's him on his signature. So yeah, a nice 5.5k with like homeless Luke. Literally one cost, no equipment on the other characters.
Bid farewell to
Yeah.
self buried beneath
Yeah, and
the
if we got an
frost.
earlier tomb break too, I think it also would have scored higher if the boss didn't die, because that entire rotation on the Amethyst
again.
was without any
New
Toon Strain buffs.
blooms of spring.
So yeah, that was looking pretty solid. Now we got Electro into Fusion. Again, we're gonna probably have to look for a team that's gonna take care of that one. And this is gonna be the big struggle over here, ladies and gentlemen. Chisa only has one use. And so I was thinking, why don't we use Cartethyia Chakona? Well, with Chisa only having one use, you might want to save her for when you're using your Hiyuki instead. So that shit is a little bit cooked. It's not actually that great. It's pretty bad, if we're going to be honest. So, yeah, I think we're going to use Arrow Rover instead. Oh, and this is the crazy thing. It looks like Arrow Rover only has one form as well. Oh, looks like Arrow Rover's only got one too.
As we head
Ooh, that's a bit rough. Well, yeah, I think this is the team count that we just got to go with, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess we'll use the negative status one on top of it. Yeah, Rover has one vigor, Chisa has one vigor. So it's kind of like, yeah, you get to choose between playing Zani, Hiyuki, or like a bunch of these other units. No Phoebe DPS. Honestly, Phoebe and Zani aren't even allowed. Bro, this was the most annoying shit ever.
hopefully this helps.
Thanks for watching. Faster. A perfect chord. Let the show begin. Crumble. Such is their blessing. Purge the impure. Oceans. Bow before me. Tides, rise and crash. Windstorm.
All right.
Sweep all away.
Wind calls, waves follow. Hopefully this helps.
How do I not have any ERs? 150 not enough?
Thanks for watching. Overkill. A perfect chord. Listen. The trio of destiny. Harry. Such is their blessing. true form, revealed at last. Sounding the death knell.
37-second rotation is bad. Oh, okay. Are you suggesting that I play quick swap instead?
Split the heavens.
You guys,
Wind calls, waves follow.
I'm not gonna play quick swap in a fucking Cartethyia team. Oh yeah, no, this rover needs more ER. What the fuck is this shit?
And the
Holy
tempest.
shit.
Thanks for watching. A perfect chord. Now presenting a poem of finale. Collapse. Such is their blessing. Heavens, descend. Repent. For silence beckons. Ruin is imminent.
Oh god. Bro, she got whacked out of the fucking air.
Windstorm. Sweep all away.
Wind calls, waves follow. The wicked will face judgment.
Bro, did that shit miss?
Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Thanks for watching. Ta-da! A grand overture. A perfect chord.
Alright, hopefully we can get off this berth.
We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.
I thought I was gonna get a little bit of Chakota singing, but I suppose not. I suppose that's not happening. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good score with a rough start on Arrow Rover where we missed some of our attacks and shit. Yeah, I think that works out just fine. Nothing too crazy to write home about, but it does save us the use on Chisa, right? Now we got Mimic into Scar. And this is where you're going to start to see I think some potential issues in how you want to approach this content. Because you could make the decision, hey, why don't I go ahead and use my Aemeath team? Great, then you're going to end up in this rough situation over here. Who is your Hiyuki going to use later? So this is actually where having a unit like Lupa comes in very, very, very handy to actually make this whole situation work for you. And I actually think the best setup over here is to use the Liberation, 20% more total Liberation and 20% more total damage one instead. So, yeah, let's see how this does. And of course, we're not going to be using Aemeath on Fusion Burst mode. She's going to be on regular mode. So yeah, we're saving our Lene so that Hiyuki can use her later. Demo characters don't matter. Their uses are not separate.
You can count on me. Other modules ready. Access confirmed. Attack confirmed. Stars, hear my queries. Structural override initiated. Now.
Here we go.
The fight is on. Protection. Ghosts don't feel pain. Boom. From the sky into the spotlight. Whirling up. Blade cleaves the night. Herald, burst in light. Projection. Heroes on. Lights up. Limelights checked. Fly high. Truth. Reach the cosmos. Light wings activated.
Here we go. Big damage.
Stars shine tonight. Aemeath. Assuming master control. Order exit. Initiating criticality protocol. Structural override initiated. To dust with me.
All right, here we go.
Starfall. Glory is upon us. Light art. Projection. The form of mech. Starlight over the seas. Scorch through the void. Starfall. Break of the world is mine to guard. Objective logged.
What the fuck?
Come on. Stars. Light up tomorrow.
I missed.
The savior rises.
Bro, I thought we were like in range for everything.
Ready to launch. Assuming master control. Leave it to me.
That's a little awkward.
Processing to authorizing maximum output. Burn to dust! Triumph at the staircase! Break darkness! Together we howl! The form of mech! Souls sing in harmony to the Savior's victory! Solar flare! Equip light show of the finale! Fire! Order confirmed. Evil smiles!
Here we go. Boom.
Ignite the world. Body limit unlocked. The Savior rises. Aemeath. Assuming master control.
What I like is that Aemeath's air mech can actually just follow up on Lupa's air attacks. So the quick swap on them is like very actually similar to like the Brant team. Oh, this was able to clear 2 bosses.
Light arc. Solar flare. Into the spotlight. The form of mech. Blade cleaves the night. Peril purged in light. Projection. Heroes on. Lights up. Lineups checked. Fly high.
Ah!
Reach the cosmos.
Yeah, it's solid 9.5k on like that middle token. It seems like, yeah, it seems like a solid one. Yeah, 9k seems pretty good on a general token. Again, without using Lene either.
Did you see me?
Yeah, hey, Mono Fusion is still good for her. Now we gotta find some way to worry about the Nameless Explorer over here. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a bit of an issue. And I think the main reason for that is because he's arrow immune. And then we also really... This is not looking that gravy. Not looking that gravy. What if... Phrolova team. Phrolova could actually be good here now that you think about it. Yeah, no, Phrolova could be good here. And I think this is the time for us to use this this dog shit lineup over here. Yeah, this team of literal hobos. Yeah, this team of literal hobos. Here we go.
Symphony of life. Cadence, hold. The soul.
Bro, with that is doing no damage. Wait, wait, is Lethian Elegy on somebody else? Wait, does this damage even look right?
Time for some crowd work. I'll warm up the crowd.
Take a breath and not here. No. Oh, this one. That sleep in the whispers of silence. One more time.
Bro, I didn't even see that my Cartethyia got hit.
Prepare to retreat. Cadence. Hold.
Wait, is this guy like actually a menace?
Chant.
Hey, no, maybe that was high ping. Bro, wait, she got deleted.
Aerial stunt. Mamma mia. Avanti. Improv. Performance. I'll warm up the crowd.
I'll keep you company. Charge. That tickles. Engulfed by sea's venom. Suffocate the sunken depths.
Oblivion. Symphony of life.
That's better.
Life or death. No alternative. Witness.
There we go.
Blossoms in wind. Aerial stunt. Tempest show.
Oh, yeah, we knocked his ass out.
I'll warm up the crowd. Time for some crowd work.
Oh, this will be fun. Crash forth in sync into the endless deep.
Annihilation. Symphony of life.
Wait, did that not hit?
I nothing. The
That was a
soul
little bit annoying.
never entombed. Arrow stunt. Up we go, Carol. Mamma mia, avanti. I'll warm up the crowd. Improv performance.
Take a
Hikari
breath.
with those amazing ground attacks, bro.
That tickles. Caresses of the waves. Oh, this will be fun. Engulfed by sea's venom.
Ensemble. Symphony of life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This did not score nearly as many points as I thought it was going to.
Rejoicing. Enchant. Songs of old.
It would have been nice if that Scarlet Coda hit this guy, yo. But yeah, look, that's happening.
Mamma mia, avanti. I'll warm up the crowd. The world is our stage.
I mean, a 6K over here seems pretty fair, especially when you see the investment level of this team that I just used. That Rosea's on, like, hobo gear. Yeah, that Rosea is on straight hobo gear, bro. I need to show all y'all what happened. Yeah, we're on stone art. Yeah, we're on a R5 BP weapon. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I think the Cantarella might be a little bit juiced up as... Yeah, no, her build is pretty good. And what was the Phrolova's build looking like? Oh, yeah, that one's pretty solid, too. So, yeah, good builds overall in the Cantarella, the Phrolova, but the Rosea's out there, it probably would be better to put in Shorekeeper. But we're saving that nonsense for later. All right, now we got good old... I think we might want to save Hiyuki for this whole situation down here. Why don't we see what we can do with good old Carlotta? Yeah, why don't we see what we can do with Carlotta and G-Jaw? Why is she on nothing? Bro, what is that? Bro, what? Fusion accretion? All right. Yeah, I think I'd rather trust Jeja than a Yinlin. Let's get a bit of that going. And then for the bonuses, they need a negative status on them, so I actually do think that the best one that we can use is it just this one? Yeah, I think it's got to be this one. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is the S4 Carlotta. No, this is somebody else's account, so this is an S01.
Surrender. Diminish. In war with time. Loading. Instantly. Capture the spark. My compliment. The stage is set. Glory to
Remember that hitting your parries on this guy is pretty good, apparently.
A new era awaits. Still recognize me? Vow from the soul. Lion graft you knew. Instigating.
Here we go.
Here comes a helper. My compliment. Brilliance lights the way. Victory.
Still getting
favors
consistent
me.
scores. Missing all those crits, though.
In the name of the Montellis. Surrender. Still recognize me? Ordain. Worry not. Astral modulation. Instigating. Witness the art's true-born. Here comes a helper. My compliment. You will yield.
Yeah, we're hitting like every parry on this guy.
Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Hush, running won't save you. still recognize me? Vow from the soul. In war with time.
Looking good.
Insta-peasy. Capture the spark. Here comes a helper. Yes. My compliment.
Bro, she parried him in mid-air.
Brilliance lights the way.
Bro, she parried him while
favors
teleporting with Hakani. That was actually sick.
A new era awaits.
Wait, I'm surprised Carlotta was pulling scores like that. Yeah, did she just pull a fucking 8K out of her butthole with the general enhancement? Wait, is she supposed to be getting that good?
And considering
Low key, that was like better than the cart team.
You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
Like, that was just with the 20% damage taken. I don't know. Like, just let me know if you guys are getting better scores than her. Like, that's just consistent. Yeah, that's just consistent. And once again, right, the one that we used,
I alone.
it's an S0 one. Yeah, it's S0R1. I don't really know what you want me to say. Yeah, it's S0R1. I mean, Jeja has an enhancement, so maybe that's what it is. Yeah. She gives a 30% skill damage bonus when using her liberation, so maybe that's what it is. It's keeping the team fucking cracked. Whatever. All right. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe Hiyuki is probably our best pick over here. And this is where stuff's going to get a little bit dicey because, well, we're going to run out of our Linné uses after this. So let's make sure that we're fully stocked up and ready to go with this one. Yeah, that's a lot of ER. Wait, what do we... Why do I not have a 3 cost? Why was that not equipped? Was somebody just having fun with me? Yeah, the damage was a little bit off. Huh. Okay, well, that first run that we did, no, bro took it off to play some pranks on me.
Pieces, come. Meet your end.
I'm just trying to fucking do this.
Drive safe.
I didn't expect that this guy be the negative status shield enemy, right? Would be this annoying for the negative status team.
Constructed. Dismantle. This ends here. Cutting through the numbers.
Holy shit.
And call that my signature.
Like, good luck, bro.
You can trust me. Too late to escape. Keep this up. Take your final dive into Naraka.
Hey, just get me past this guy ASAP. We're gonna use all 3 stacks, bro. Get me the fuck out of here. Fuck this guy. I hate him.
This vessel I offer.
Lifeline blocked. To pieces. Exiled in a breath. A pivotal moment. Connection severed. Drive safe. Don't.
That's what Chisa's rotation should be looking like, bro. That's what it should be looking like. Not that fucking nonsense where you gotta like spam dodges and stuff.
You should have run.
Nah, your shit is cooked.
As fleeting as the first snow. Fading blue. You prepared for this, have you not? May the Sakura incinerate. Burn this self away.
Come. Meet your end. Flicker into form. Good. Down to the mic. Structural collapse. Cutting through the number.
And look, my Chisa like fucking tanks some of those scar hits.
Shake it up.
She could never versus the Husk.
Need a ride, sweetheart?
Keep us up. Let there be snow. We go drift with snowflakes. Brittle snow, fading gleam. Follow my moves if you can.
Okay, we're getting some good scores here.
Inferno, gazing at the snow.
Nothingness. Deconstructed. Flicker into form. Break apart. Safe. Tie a bow and call that my signature.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It feels like the Husk has like extra stagger or something.
You should have run.
Like, I feel like bro is not supposed to do that much.
As the first snow. Swirl. Brittle snow, fading gleam.
All right, we're just gonna try to squeeze out as much score as possible.
This vessel I offer.
All right, that was what did we get over here? A nice 11K. Obviously, we are using our best in slot team in the present, and it did do better than the Aemeath one on the regular thing. All right, what is that looking like for the total rewards? I think that's our. Oh, we've already done way more than enough teams. Let's see over here. What is it looking like? Get all of those. And that's enough to basically have cleared everything in the game mode. Aside from reaching the 5.8K. So, yeah. Next up, we've got, like, the Mimic. My personal recommendation for everyone here is that if you're looking for a training dummy, use the round 2 Mimic. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the round 2 Mimic. I think that once you, like, beat up Scar, just, like, AFK with the team, and then kind of, like, wait for this guy to spawn, and you can use that alongside the general enhancement as just, like, a way for you to test out pretty much every single team in the game. So, yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. I don't think there's any real reason to test out more lineups. Just know that, hey, in this circumstance, I was able to save a use of Mornier, save a use of Shorekeeper, save a bunch of different characters that some people might like. For example, you could use your Augusta team up next if that's what you're looking for. I would say the biggest issues that I see in this reset, and it's one that Kuro hasn't addressed yet, is the fact that Chisa only has 1 energy. Yeah. Arrow Rover also only has 1 energy. So, like, you use Cart with Arrow Rover over here, then you use Chisa with maybe Hiyuki or Denya and Aemeath, but then you're not going to have another use of Chisa anywhere else. And I do think that's a bit of a, I'm just going to be honest, I think that's a bit of an issue. We're probably going to go ahead and make a separate video out on it later, especially knowing that Chisa is used in 3 teams and is a best in slot in 3 teams. And so her having no uses is fucking weird. So yeah, I would say this version of Endstate Matrix doesn't seem like too much of an issue at all. This boss is a little bit annoying, but once you figure out his moveset and the fact that he can instantly nuke you from melee range, I think you'll figure it out. Memphis over here is, honestly, he feels like the easiest boss in the entire reset. Scar also feels like a fucking joke, if I'm gonna be honest. The whole him taking more damage from Fusion Burst thing that we talked about before, right? I don't think it matters, bro. He still dies super fast. He still dies super easy. There's no real... I guess he'll just die a little bit faster if you decide to use Denya against him, as well as Aemeath in the Fusion Burst team. But do keep in mind, that's going to result in you using Chisa. And Chisa's then going to deal no damage against this guy because he's Havoc resistant. If anything, like, that alone should be kind of, like, enough to level it out. Because remember, Chisa is the negative status support that's used in all of those teams. And Chisa in this circumstance is going into Havoc resistance as, like, a damage dealer. So, yeah. The shilling over here, I see no consequence to it at all. The boss doesn't seem absurdly difficult unless you breed the Fusion Burst. So this, I think it's just kind of like cosmetic for 99% of players. And then your Denya Aemeath team is going to do slightly better against it, but they were already held back by Chisa anyways. So, yeah, this reset doesn't look bad to me. This reset still looks pretty good, other than a couple of small things. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.